Hey guys, it's Ariel. Welcome to my YouTube, or welcome back to my YouTube. I have a reading pulled for you guys, and it's a goodie. I feel like in the recent past, you've been trusting yourself to explore your subconscious aspects of yourself that you had locked away for so long. And now you have this new attitude towards getting to know yourself. It's like you spent so much time letting others be free, but put so much restriction on yourself, and now you ripped that off. This is a revisiting of oneself with fresh eyes, with new perception, with expanded consciousness, and also I'm getting ideals, ethics. You are coming at learning who you are with a much more extravagant acceptance of yourself, that you are actually getting to be free in who you are and not putting certain zip ties and restrictions on certain qualities that you have. The right people will bring out the best in you, and if you are still working through the not so good parts of yourself, you're also around the right people to do that. Or if it's just yourself that you are around, don't judge yourself. You're getting through it. I love you. There are also parts of your sexuality or your sexual desires or maybe inner fantasies, because we have the Lovers card. And I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but anyway. And we also have the Moon, which is Pisces energy. For Pisces energy, for Neptune energy to come out with the Lovers, this is like releasing all disillusionment regarding the connection that you have with yourself and the connection that you have with the people around you. Connection to spirituality as well. Maybe you were living in a little illusionary world. Maybe you told yourself things about what you believe in and how you believe in it and what really connects with you, but the truth of the matter was something different. You are now accepting your actual true state of being and your true way of believing and what you believe in. 10:10 on my clock when I am recording this. I am extremely proud of you just for even acknowledging if this is resonating with you. I love you, and if it is not, still welcome to stay. I love you too. I'm proud of you for accepting that there were parts of yourself that you hadn't yet accepted or explored. You are giving yourself the space, the spiritual space, the emotional space, the mental space to explore yourself. That is not something that a lot of people get to do. They wind up living a repressed life and then hating on other people that are openly exploring who they really are and standing in their truths with integrity and with pride. And you've got this. With that 10:10 on that last clip, 10 is the number of finale in numerology, okay? In tarot as well. When you see 10, that means something has come to a full completion. It's like the World card, full circle. You've gathered everything you need to know. You are ready to graduate. You are ready to proceed. You are ready for the next level. You beat the boss level. You can now turn off the game and start a new one, or you can play the game all over again and try to master it again and again and again until you are happy with how much you have actually mastered in this life. I get that you are somewhat of a perfectionist. Don't dip into that too much with too much engagement, but it is okay to be a perfectionist to the point of doing things correctly and organized, but don't let it bother you. Don't let it give you anxiety. That becomes OCD, and we don't want that. So now we mix the meaning of the cards with that finale energy. So what came into full completion is the fact that you are ready and are already doing. You are getting to know yourself. You are mastering getting to know yourself. The fun part is we are always going to be developing new aspects and tapping into even more hidden things. You may have certain qualities that will be coming up to the surface since you are allowing this new reborn version of you that was always who you were, but you did have like bandages over. You were trying to correct any faults, any things that didn't look good in your family or to your parents or in society. You are now like, boom. You don't care. You're just being yourself, and that is going to manifest your highest timeline. So do it relentlessly, do it unapologetically, like you're already doing. Full completion. I love you so much. Before I go to the present energy, I also feel like a question you asked or a journey that you began back in 2020 or 2020-ish time during COVID, you might have asked God for the answers to something, keys to the universe, keys to your own self, to fully know yourself in your light and dark. That is what you have now come to. You have now fully ascended into a certain state that you cannot go actually like backwards. You've reached a landmark, you've reached a checkpoint, and now you will never go back to what you were. And this is refreshing, this is relieving. And this is the final sayonara, it's always going to be there. It's memories, it's the past, but you don't ever have to be afraid of becoming that again. You have graduated. So now that we know that in the recent past energies, something that we just walked out of was this accepting of yourself. It's refreshing, it's flirty, it's sexy, it's creative, it's fiery, it's passionate. It's something that you shut down because of other people and what they thought about you or those qualities of you. And now you're like, wait a second, I suppressed these qualities to make who happy? Those people aren't even happy. So wait, what? It didn't even make them happy when I was suppressing those parts of myself. At your lowest point, people were still comparing their lives to you. And now you are getting to your highest frequency. What do you think is happening? People are like, what the actual blazing blitzy mother... What? You are an alchemist. Welcome to the club. I have had a lot of Aries energy be popping up in my field recently, so that could have to do with what you're going through. Tapping into the warrior version of you that doesn't give a flying about who's watching. You could have also dealt with an Aries at some point that got you to shift who you are. Or maybe you are the Aries that got other people to shift who they were. Because you know Aries, they like a little competition. Maybe you took that competition in your connections a little bit too far. And it wounded your ego a little bit too much. And you became someone you didn't want to become. God still forgives you. You are still forgiven. No matter what role you played, no matter which one you resonated with. Aries energy is present. It's also in this card, the Temperance. And sometimes we all need to tap into that little competitive warrior energy to boost us into our promotions or next chapters. But anyway, we have the Emperor here, and this is the card that I was talking about. We have the Temperance card, but this is the Aries energy. So we came out of this like, oh yeah, I accept myself. Now what's going to happen? Now what am I going to do? You're walking your own path. You have found your own temperance. You have found your own balance. What feels right for you in play and work, in business and pleasure. You are like, okay, well, this works for me. I go to work, I do my responsibilities, but this is how I lounge. This is what I do in my free time. This makes me feel like I'm tapping into who I really am and your creative habits, hobbies, your creative endeavors, your creative passions, your spicy connections in your free time. No judgment. Yeah, you're exploring well, we already talked about that, but still, I feel this energy of like excitement for the fact that now that you know who you are, you're embarking on this journey of what is next. Oh, you're also being seen right now as somebody that doesn't walk the typical path. You are being noticed. This is how the cards are being read. This is the energy that wants to come out. Always take what resonates. Please discard anything that does not fit into your actual reality. You might be here for some messages, but not all messages. And that's okay too. We love you. But you're being seen as somebody that doesn't take shit from anyone. You're being you're being noticed as somebody that illuminates where there are faults in other people's paths. Say somebody is embarking on a path that is detrimental to them if they are being too in their ego. You walk in the room, you say 2 words, hey, what's up? And then everything is exposed. You illuminate people's shadows because you have accepted your own. I just felt the energy of someone present watching this in the future that is afraid that they are mentally ill in a way that maybe you hear things. Maybe you're so creative that you feel like you're a little bit indulged in psychosis. Maybe you had some type of psychotic break and you're afraid that that is embedded in who you are. No. That is part of the shadow aspects that I was talking about that you just accepted full circle. So you don't have to be afraid of becoming those symptoms or aspects of yourself again. They will always be within you. You are now in control of them with the Emperor card. You have now grabbed your own consciousness by the reins and you've whipped yourself into shape, and you know exactly who you are and where you're going. So you don't have anything to be afraid of, and nobody can tell you what is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You are living in a human conscious journey, and that shit gets weird. Yes, as I was saying, that shit gets weird. When you are living in a human conscious journey and you have consciousness, we are all tapped into one source, God energy. God is within us. You are never in danger. When I say that, please take that with a grain of salt. Obviously, there are some circumstances that you need to GTFO of, okay? But I'm saying, trust your path. If you've been led to dark places, if you've been led down alleys that look untrustable, untrustworthy, there's a reason why God led you down them. You have a bravery that most don't. If you went to dark realms and dark dimensions and heard and saw dark things, you were able to handle these things. That is why you were chosen for the position that you are in, and the role that you play in Ascension is you are one of God's strongest angels. That's why you had to fight some of God's most evil demons off. So I love you. So you've come to know yourself. You're accepting yourself. There's darkness, there's light, there's love, there's fear. Always choose the option that you know. It's a knowing. Always choose the option, the path, the course that lights you up with, yes, this is the one. Even if it doesn't make any sense to anybody around you, they are not here. I just heard they are clones. Some of them want to be like you, but they wouldn't even choose what you would choose. They don't even know the air you breathe. What, I'm getting some crazy stuff. There are some people that want to be just like you, and they don't know what you had to live through to become this art, this masterpiece, this alchemist, this manifester, this magician, this wizard, this witch. That is not dark. All of that stuff I say with love, okay? Your girl needs to cool down, cause it's getting a little hot in here. It's getting a little hot in here. You know what I mean? In the upcoming energy, we have the 6 of... it fell. And that fell too. So, obviously, that is not the upcoming energies. Let's not go there. God's like, you gotta change this up. It changed while I was recording this, because our energy changed, you guys. Like, we're alchemizing everything as we speak. King of Pentacles is coming up into your energy. This could be the energy of someone else that has a lot of wealth, a lot of money. And that's funny, because the 6 of Pentacles deals with utilizing your own money in ways that are very charitable. Using your money in ways that you can feel like you are rewarding others for their successes. You might be a boss, you might be a manager, you might be promoting people. An unforeseen gift is dropping into your existence because of the work that you have completed and done on yourself and in your connections. You broke away from the mold that you were supposed to abide to. Queen of Swords, you cut things and people off that were going to try to dictate your destiny. Nine of Cups, and you are seeing results in your emotional body. You're seeing results in your emotional flow. The flow state is getting easier and easier for you to tap into whenever you want to. You are coming out of poverty. You're either coming out of poverty or you're coming out of mindsets that put you in a place where you are losing money all the time. Or you got lots of money and then it was gone in the blink of an eye. That's gone now because you're worthy and you know you're worthy, and all the snakes are gone. All right, the bottom of the deck is the World card, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The energies that you could not yet see, the energies that were being hidden from you on purpose by God, by Source, by your guides, is that you've been completed. You've been knowing yourself. Yes, you may feel like you just got to the point where you were like, okay, I could dig this. Okay, I accept this. But you have already been completed since long before. You knew who you were back in 2020. It was just a matter now of your dark night of the soul, or a long journey unfolding of, well, you know yourself, but also get to know this. You might have went through past life regression, energies from your ancestors, lineage, ancestral wounds, patterns, curses, hexes. You had to go through other stuff that made you stronger, and you are the star. You are the star. You are the star in your family, you are the star in your friend group, and you are the star in your workplace. It's the star and the Seven of Wands behind it. You have come out of what feels like was a battle. And this is going to be different for everybody. This is a general reading. I will be doing personal readings down the line. But because of my promotion that I got at work, I've been putting my blood, sweat, and tears into my job and into my new position and role, and learning new aspects about myself that are actually bringing me a lot more worthiness. I feel worthy for the money I'm making. I feel worthy for the people that I am managing. I feel worthy to be in the role of being called their manager. Okay, that was so crazy. I'm parked at a 24-hour fitness right now. And somebody just called animal control because there's a dog in a car. I thought everything was fine. I saw the guy take the dog for a walk. So I don't know, it's this lady next to me. But I was like, hey, is everything okay? Anyway, I feel like I am now understanding the authority within that used to be rebellion. I rebelled so hard, right, in my life. I rebelled so hard. And if you know, you know. I rebelled so hard in my adolescence and young adulthood that now I'm like, I'm just ready. I'm ready to take life seriously. I'm ready to take myself seriously. And this is the new reborn version of myself. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of everybody else that has done the work. I love you. It was hard, but we got here. Okay, I'm starting to sweat my booty off. And I'm going to Huntington Beach right now. We're about to head out. But, the star. You're independent. You make choices for yourself with that Temperance and that Emperor card. You have recently fully gotten to know your whole soul. So any worries, any doubts, let them go. I love you so much. You can fully accept who you are without any judgment. You accept others as they are, so accept yourself as you are. You are unique. You are you. You are creative. You are magical. You're whimsical. You have things to offer. You are galactic. You have very cosmic energy to you. Know that. Trust that. It doesn't mean anything negative. It doesn't mean anything positive. It just is what it is. Okay? It doesn't mean anything that is going to change anything about anyone else. All it is that you know this about yourself. Okay? If you align with certain starships or galactic races or places like Andromeda, trust that. It'll make sense later down the line. By the way, the parts of yourself that you were I'm not going to say sorry. The parts of yourself that you were most afraid to show and tap into and experience or share with others. These are the aspects that are going to get you where you want to go. So, whether you like it or not, if you have a fear of being on stage, yo bitch ass is going to be on stage. If you have a fear of reading your poetry at a poetry event, you're going to do that. If you have a fear of modeling, you're going to model. If you have a fear of acting, you're going to be an actor or actress. If you have a fear of all of the above, you're just a multifaceted, multidimensional being that has a lot of creative aspects and facets to yourself, and you're going to do all of the above. I love you, and trust yourself. You are the star. Nobody can be you. So be yourself loud and big. I also just want to end this reading with, just know that it is over. It is done. You can now play and have some fun. Your soul is at its final phase of exploration. You will forever get to explore who you are, yes, but really hold this moment right now. I'm getting emotional. Hold this moment right now close to your heart, because now you're just going to be yourself for the rest of your incarnation, and you're going to do it very lovingly, and you're going to do it very accepting of yourself. So just know that this is the end of the journey of you not accepting yourself, and I love you. It's a wild ride in the wild, wild west, but we got it anyway. You know the rest. And that's all I have. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being here. I truly love you, and I